YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today we are back with another weekly challenge, and this one is the opposite of last week's weekly challenge, which was the hare challenge. Now it is the tortoise challenge. After last week, you're feeling a bit worn out, and to make matters worse, the ghost has recovered. So this one is supposed to be an actually difficult challenge. Last week was totally free. Now I don't think it's gonna be that hard, which I'll explain once we get into the game why I think that, and I hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it, but let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. All right, we also got a spin, of course. Will we get as many believer wins today as we did last time? Will it be a Revenant? That would actually be crazy fast because I think the ghosts are faster on this challenge, so we'll see about that. We have Mary Holland here, so we are slower, I think. We are 75% speed, which is like the turtle or the tortoise part of the challenge, right? We're supposed to be slow. Now, I assume that means the ghost is gonna be fast. We also have upgraded since last week. Wasn't last week tier 1 only? Civi's Bells, thank you for the 5 gift subs, thank you. I think last week was only tier 1, so we have upgraded. So that makes it actually easier again? Wait a minute. Is this challenge gonna be easier than last week? There's no way, right? So last week, we have sanity, right? Yeah, what the fuck? So we have 100% sanity, which means that as long as you don't play too slow, you should be totally fine. Now, I do want to see how fast the ghost is. Oh man, my sprint is so short, what the fuck? I forgot. Oh, never mind. It's actually fine. It's a little short, but not too crazy. We're gonna want to turn on the lights ASAP because the lights are gonna keep our sanity in check, which is the main thing that's gonna get us killed. In case we're gonna get perma-hunted, it's gonna be a problem. Also, we have a boner right here, which I'll just pick up immediately. We can always get photos if we need to. Don't want to be forgetting about the bone. Also, everyone always screams to me about the bone. So yeah, last week was super easy. It was on Bleestill, which I would say Bleestill is a slightly harder map than Grafton. Now, both of these maps are getting a huge rework very soon. Well, not both of them, but Bleestill, they've said, will be getting a rework in March. So we're going to be getting a whole new Bleestill, which is going to look all nice and stuff. I'm excited for that one for sure. Now, I am gonna miss the original Bleestill. And then they said that Grafton will be getting a rework later the year. So we don't know when exactly that will be. We're gonna have to find out. Well then. Okay. 13 degrees here. It also threw something over here. 3 EMF. Okay. Now that's actually dangerous. So, I mean, so the theming, right? The theming of both of these challenges back to back is that one's supposed to be us, the hare. We're supposed to be really fast, and if we don't get overconfident, we'll be able to beat it. The other one is us, the turtle, which we're supposed to, like, slow and steady wins the race. That's the idea of the story. I don't know if it's like a fairy tale or whatever it is. It might just be like a story people tell. Where does it even come from? Where does the story of the tortoise and the hare even come from? Is it like a myth or something? All right, we got 80% sanity. Interesting. It wasn't singing, right? It is a fable. That's what they call them. All right. I guess we're just gonna head in there with... I'll grab the writing book, sure thing. It's a parable? Aesop's fable. Okay, I've not heard about... I mean, I've heard about this story before. But basically... As long as, so we're slow. We're slightly slower, and that's pretty much it. And the ghost is gonna be faster. Like, I don't think that really matters all that much as long as you don't, like, play stupid. And you just, like, do like the hare in the story where you just get so overconfident that you, like, die. You get to 0 sanity. And then stuff starts getting crazy. Is it here? Yep, 8 degrees, probably. So that was a pretty far away ghost event then. Let's see, do we have anything? I assume, once again, we're just gonna have all 3 evidence. Like, if we didn't, this would be a whole different story. Because if we're not gonna have all evidence, then that means we're gonna have to figure it out during a hunt. Was that an orb? I swear that was an orb. There's an orb. Okie dokie, that's our first evidence. We're looking for a Revenant here, which also has orbs, so that's actually good for both orb. Or for both Revenant and Mimic. Now, we didn't find the breaker, sadly. That's because it's in the attic. So I am kind of being overconfident right now. I hope this is going to be 0 Grace Spirit and stuff, because that would really fit the idea of the fable, right? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? So for Revenant, we want writing, I think. Let's just get the rest of the stuff. And we might, I think we do ourselves a service to turn on the breaker. And also quickly check if there is any cursed possession. I don't know. I saw several people say there's all evidence and several people say it's only 2 evidence. I don't know who to believe right now. I feel like they almost never do less than 3 evidence unless they like specifically theme the challenge around having less evidence. There's like very few that have low evidence. So yeah, it's all evidence. Okay, it seems like everyone, all the people who've actually played the game and aren't just making it up are coming out. We have no cursed possession though, as far as I can see, unless it's tarot cards, because I didn't see those. But so if I were to design a challenge around the like fable of the tortoise and the hare, I would make it one of them be 100% sanity, high sanity drain, and then no activity, no ghost events, but once you get hunted, it's gonna be insane. So like the ghosts will be 150% speed, no grace period, they absolutely want to eat you alive. So what you gotta do then is make sure that you're fast enough to get the evidence before the hunts start. Like that would be the overconfidence, right? Because the story is kind of about overconfidence before the fall. Like as long as you make sure that you actually like do your task and you finish it, you'll be fine. And then the opposite, the tortoise version, would be that you immediately get hunted, 0 evidence, but the ghost is gonna be really slow. So instead of having a really crazy fast ghost, do we actually have pills? There's no way, right? I mean, I don't think I even want to take these because I want to see what the ghost's hunting speed is like to just like see what the challenge is. We'll take a smudge stick instead, but you could take a pill here. Oh, there was mirror. I'm blind. Okay, well then I will take a pill if we have mirror, because then I can just do it at my own, on my own terms here. As long as this actually does something. It does do something. Let's go. Easy peasy. It could be a Revenant if we come in there. So let's see. Revenant would be ghost writing and freezing temperatures, which I haven't checked for freezing temperatures. We'll see, we'll see. Trace, thank you for the gift sub, thank you. And Rhino Baggins, thank you for the 11. I mean, obviously there's multiple ways you could theme the challenges, and I also really hope that soon they'll, like, with the, they said there will be an update in March, right? Or at least a Bleed Still thing. I hope that they'll soon start adding more challenges, like, because we've already seen, like, all the weekly challenges several times now, so it would be really nice to get a few new ones in there. Because we've been waiting, like, we've been doing this for, like, over a year now at this point. Is this still, there's cold breath here. There's still orbs. Orbs are really important because they show you the ghost room. It might have changed. Hello? Excuse me. Wait, is there orbs in the... So the ghost can actually change ghost room, question mark? I have to look around. The tier 2 dots is honestly totally fine. I'd say the tier 2 dots and tier 3, depending on the room, doesn't even really... Oh, there you go! Orbs in... It threw something around. Orbs in twin bedroom. Look at that. We have a different ghost room. So that means it can't be a Goryo, it can't be a Banshee. I'm quickly checking. Am I too late on this? Just throwing stuff back here. It's trying to bait me all the way far away. Wait, excuse me? I swear I just heard something. I threw this cup. I threw it, but it's already too late now. All right, anyway. That one. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you pizza? Are you grandma? It's knocking on the window. Okay, wait, quickly check for the EMF on this. EMF 3. And then I should also keep the light on. Now that I know the orbs are there. And then we want to check for fingerprints on both the door and the window. We don't get fingers, which is good. Wait a minute. This could actually be a Revenant. It knocked on this window. Spooky shit, dude. It was a... What? What was that? That was like genuinely really weird. Did you hear any footsteps? I did not hear any footsteps. But it was clearly not an airball ghost event. What the fuck? That was so weird. Like, usually, if it doesn't do footsteps like that, it's an airball ghost event, but it didn't do the airball ghost event sound at all. Strange. I don't know what to even think of that. Do we have cold? We do! No fucking way. Wait a minute. Right in the book. Do it right. No! Motherfucker! We were so close. Come on, man. Alright, can you at least... Let's get hunted. Let's see how crazy this is, dude. We were so close, guys. I'm sorry, believers. We have to slow down smudges as well. I wonder what the reasoning is for the challenge. I wonder what, like, what their idea is. So this is a Yurei, just normal speed. Is it gonna be faster? Oh, yes. Wait. Yes. Yes. Yup. Okay, I mean, that kind of fits. That's kind of what I was saying, right? You have 100% sanity, but as soon as hunts start, you're gonna be in trouble. So I think this is a really good challenge. There's another challenge that's called, like, sanity survival. I think this one is kind of sanity survival, where as long as you have learned, which is a really important skill if you want to stay alive in this game, as long as you've learned how to properly maintain your sanity by turning on lights, taking the sanity pills when you need to, and then using the cursed possession to trigger hunts at your own terms and not the ghost's terms, you're, like, basically gonna be totally fine here. And this is, like, almost not even a challenge at all. I mean, you're just slightly slower and that's it. And you just have, it's just like a professional challenge, right? You just head in there, find wherever the breaker is, which, to be fair, Grafton is one of the more annoying maps for the breaker, because the one spot all the way up in the attic. Like, it might be the smallest map, like the small map that has the most annoying breaker spawns of all of them, because they're all over the place. There's like 3 separate breaker spawns. There you go. It was indeed a Uray. We get the dots tier 2 from just an amateur game like that. Let's go. That was a 10-minute game, but you could see that we still could totally preserve our sanity just fine. We're gonna go back to Grafton, and we're gonna spin again. Sadly, oh, do we have Blood Moon? Wait a minute. Will it be a Banshee? Let me see. Dude, that would have been so sick. Blood Moon plus 150% speed. Now that would have been crazy. All right, we have Barbara Lancaster. Sadly, no Blood Moon, even though we have Heavy Rain here. It is kind of funny that last week, maybe, like, the theming is swapped around. Like, no, this one is supposed to be the hard one, right? Because last week was the slow one. But we have tier 2 items here. It feels kind of weird to have the tier 2 items on the one that's supposed to be, like, harder. But all right, I'll take it. I assume it's not going to be always mirror. I think that was just random, probably. It is supposed to be a hard challenge. We do not have mirror again. Are we going to have tarot cards? That would be hilarious. No tarot cards. Now, I was saying that this is the smallest map with the worst breakers. I forgot about Point Hope. That's, like, way worse, Point Hope. But yeah, this is a breaker spawn right here. Then you have to go to the complete opposite side of this small map. Like, of the ground floor, which is all the way down here. In this room, there's one. Could also be board in here. There's no board. There's one here, which it is here right now. And then the worst case scenario is when you go here and you go there, and then you don't get you don't get either of them. Then you have to go all the way back to the stairs, to the front door, and then go all the way up to the attic, which is like, you basically have to traverse the entire map. Now, Bleasdale has something similar. But the first breaker spawn in Bleasdale is just so good that, like, 1/3 of the time you don't even have to look for the breaker. Because in Bleasdale, you also have to go, there's one under the stairs, then there's one all the way in the workshop in Bleasdale, and one in the attic. But 1/3 of the time, it's just under the stairs, and then you're just out of there. Now, you can't see it on the map, but not always. Because a lot of the time a lot of the time I play on a difficulty where you can't see where the breaker is, so I don't rely on that. Plus, it just, I mean, I guess you could just look at it. Honestly, that might be smarter. It's just so ingrained in my brain that I just don't look where it is, I just find it. Is that a relatively new feature, or has it always been the way? I think it might have always been that way, that you could see it on the map. I just never properly used that information. Maple has the best breakers? No, Maple is pretty annoying. I mean, for a big map, maybe. I mean, the worst one by far is Prison. 100%. Prison has 6 different breaker spawns. They're all over the map. From like A block to B block to the office section to fucking in the middle downstairs. It's fucking horrible. I heard that. I heard a small little ding. Was that a cup? There's usually a cup on this table. Now it's over here. We have similar area. Also, it's cold in this room. I mean, Camp Woodwind literally has only 1 breaker spawn, so yeah, I guess that would be the best one. Just purely based on how long it takes to turn the breaker on average. Because there's literally only 1. We have 90% sanity. Always look at your sanity real quick so you know if a hunt is going to be like early or if you have to be super scared. Right now, we don't have to be scared at all. Yeah, I mean, the breaker is just totally useless on Camp Woodwind because the temperature doesn't rise at all, really, with the breaker, so... That's why it's one of those maps where it's not really relevant to have the breaker on at all. I mean, I think it does prevent your sanity from drain. Oh, hello, Grandma. I can't run away from you, so I am gonna lose sanity here, sadly. So if you want to preserve your sanity, one of the tips, which I guess I could go over that a little bit, because this challenge is basically a test of that. Are you good at preserving your sanity? Which, by the way, let me quickly check this. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Doesn't seem like it's gonna be Spirit Box. So basically, what do you want to do to preserve your sanity? First things first, I mean, you could go turbo insane, and you could grab a candle and go look for the breaker with the candle. I mean, you could save some time by just looking at the map here, right? You can see where the breaker is by this little icon. So don't be like me. Just look at the map here if you want. You could immediately know, okay, it's over there. Which, honestly, I should really do that. I don't know why I don't do that. It's just because I play on Nightmare where it doesn't show that. Or Insanity, which also doesn't show that. Like, most of the difficulties at the higher level don't show it at all. But if you play on it professional or lower, you can definitely look at that. But anyway, so you want to turn on the breaker, and then, actually, this has been a recent change where, you know what, let's just hold on to a smudge. Let's just play it safe. No, actually, we're gonna get salt. So if you turn on the breaker, and then you turn on lights in the rooms, if it's a small map, if the light is on in a room, you don't lose any sanity. 0% sanity drain. So as long as I'm standing in this room and the ghost doesn't do a ghost event on me, I will never lose sanity. Unless I'm like Moroi cursed or something, which, I mean, you've got bigger problems if that's the case. I'm gonna place 1, 2, 3. But that's like a very specific scenario. So yeah, turn on the breaker, turn on the lights, and then you kind of just preserve your sanity. Now, besides that, you want to dodge ghost events. So if the ghost is a ghost event and it's walking towards you, you could... I mean, I often run straight into the ghost so I can use, like, Spirit Box and stuff like that. So I obviously often don't do that, but that's often because I don't want to preserve my sanity. Because getting hunted is actually a really important part of the game. We're not getting any fingerprints, so I'm going to rule that out. Or footprints, I should say. Let's see if it's freezing. We have minus... temperature, so we do have freezing. We looking for a banshee here? If it's not UV, yeah, okay. RIP. This might be a big fat F scenario. Do we have Orbeez? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we do have Orbeez, though. Forgot about this. I mean, without UV, the Mimic is impossible, right? So that's kind of unfortunate. What are we looking for right now? We're looking for... Spirit Box, which seems unlikely, so it's going to be a Yurei or a Revenant. Dude, a Revenant on this challenge would be so good. I touched the door. Wait, maybe... I mean, it couldn't have been hiding the footsteps, right? That would be insane. That would also be a bug. I don't think it is UV. Hot Soup, thank you for the 5 gift of memberships. Thank you. And the Bears with the membership as well. So... turn on the lights, stay in the light, preserve your sanity. Now, you can use candles, but candles have been massively nerfed. They used to preserve your sanity 100% all the time as long as you were holding one. I think the tier 2, can anyone confirm this? Tier 1 is like 20%. Tier 2 is like 30%. And tier 3 is like 66% or something like that. It's like 20, 40, 60 maybe. Something like that. 66 on the tier 3. The tier 2 is only 30%. And the tier 3 is 66. Okay, there you go. So this one is tier 2. You will, if you hold this one, you prevent 30% of your sanity drain. Which, I mean, it's decent if you want to do that. It's just not very reliable over a long term. I think we're just gonna grab photo cam for pretty much no reason outside of just having fun. And then grab a smudge stick. And I think we might just get a hunt here. Because we already have everything in there. I mean, we could do an extra riding bouquet. Tholo, what's up? How you doing? And we'll see. Revenant would be sick, but also would be fucked up because last spin was a Revenant. So you want to dodge ghost events because the ghost events only drain your sanity if the ghost touches you. So if you get an airball and it collides with you, or if the ghost walks towards you, those will drain sanity as soon as they touch you. But if you run away, or if the ghost is like standing somewhere singing, like if you have a singing ghost event, as long as you don't touch it, you won't lose any sanity because of that. Unless, I think this is very specific, unless it's like a phantom, which can passively drain sanity when it's like close to you. But that is so irrelevant, like it will drain by like 1 or 2%. It basically doesn't do shit. So you might as well just ignore that that exists. You'll never really figure out the ghost that way. Okay, I feel like we might just wanna like cause a hunt here because this shit's kind of fucked up. We're not really doing anything. We could look for... Did we already look upstairs? We don't know what it is, right? Yeah? I don't think so. Let's just check upstairs real quick. Was it... Did I forget what it was? Or is it maybe monkey paw? Because I don't think I checked for monkey paw. Because I think we checked for Ouija board. And the tarot cards, the music box. I think I checked for summoning circle as well. Yeah, so there are ghosts that can drain your sanity. It is monkey paw. There you go. Such as the Jinn, the Yurei... and the Moroi, if you get cursed, they can drain your sanity. But those are like such specific scenarios that they usually help you to figure out the ghost, so you might as well... I mean, you shouldn't ignore them, because you can use those things. Yurei would be dots. I think we're just gonna get a hunt real quick so we can rule out Revenant here, potentially. And then it would just be... Yurei would just be left. Hello. Airball? If the lights just turn off randomly, it can mean that it's an airball, but it doesn't seem like it is here. Wait, it is, because otherwise it would be EMF on the light switch. Wait, that's weird, because it didn't do an airball. This ghost is strange, huh? We could try and take a ghost photo, but I could see myself dying because of this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Whatever, what's the worst that could happen? I wish to see the ghost. Yeah, that's very far away. I'm just gonna take that picture and run. Okay, it's not a Revenant. Also, I'm a little blind right now. Also not a Hantu, right? I think it's just a Yurei again. Because, I mean, Spirit Box seems unlikely. Wait, we have 2 Yureis in a row? What the fuck? Brother. Can I be not blind anymore? Thank you. So, when you wish to see the ghost, it makes you blind, but after the hunt, it goes away. It might just be another Yurei. Can you quickly do dots just to meme me? There you go. Okie dokie, Dad. Nice. Just make sure to stand on the dots if you want to try and get dots. I wasn't doing that at all. Alright then. Paid actor. Bye-bye. Scripted. Get me out of here. So that, can we get 3 for 3? 3 the same ghosts in a weekly challenge? That would actually be crazy. There you go. Another Yurei. Easy peasy. Also, this is the Prestige 10 badge, which is pretty sick. I still think that the Prestige 9 badge is better. Look at this one. It's so good with the like the tentacles or whatever. But I'm just rocking this for now because I just unlocked it. All right, we're going back once again for the 5,000. And can we get a third Yurei here? Also, can the wheel spin Yurei? That would be nice. Imagine. Goryo? Motherfucker. All right, will it be a Goryo? We have Herald Young, Ghost Event, Firelight, and Cleanse. Alrighty then. So, outside of dodging ghost events and keeping the breaker on, which, by the way, let's check where it is. It's back there. All right, nice. Those are the main two things you can do. And keeping the light on is the big one, because this used to be totally different. If you are an old head, you might not respect the lights as much, because the lights, used to be much more complicated. It used to calculate like this formula of how close the player was to each light source and how much light actually hits their like body to see how much sanity should be prevented from draining. And they had this like whole weird thing where they had to calculate the distance between every light source and every single player, and it was just like a lot of work. And then they changed it to be, if you're in the room with a light, don't lose sanity. They like made a complicated system something easy, but it also made it much, much easier for the player to keep your sanity high. Was that over here, by the way? It was. So, yeah, it made the lights so much more powerful. It also made ghosts, or like the mayor, like have a sneaky buff, basically. Fuck. That's an airball right there. That means it's not an Oni. And it also meant I just lost some sanity, but that's fine. Because the mayor breaks lights more often. And it does also mean in general that if you get a light break ghost event, it's a lot more annoying because you can't prevent your sanity from draining very well. Yeah, we just got one ghost event, like 85% sanity. So you can't see if there's EMF right now because one of these is going to be the ghost event. So you're going to be fooled if you try to read for EMF 5 right now. We're not looking for Oni, right? We're looking for Goryo, so this is fine. Goryo, in my opinion, like the most boring ghost that they've ever added. So the original 12 ghosts, some of them are really bad, like the Spirit and Yurei are pretty shitty. However, I forgive them because they were like the first ghosts, right? We got UV here, which could be Goryo. So I kind of give them a pass. However, Goryo is the ghost that they've actually added to the game. They've added Goryo, like, after the game came out. And pretty much every other ghost has something cool, like you can see it right here. So these are the 12 original ghosts. Motherfucker, hello. I could try Spirit Box here, actually. So when you do a ghost event like this, you can wait for the ghost events to end and then walk on top of the ghost and try Spirit Box. So I'm waiting here. So that I don't lose sanity. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you pizza? Are you grandma? When you do it like that, you can almost guarantee that you get Spirit Box. And also I didn't lose any sanity because I waited out the hunt, or waited out the ghost event. If you just walk on top of it like that, you will lose sanity. But I didn't want to do that here as a showcase on how to preserve your sanity. So it seems like it's not going to be Spirit Box, which is good for Goryo. Not for Mimic, but that's fine. And look at that. We still have the exact same sanity as before. That was the ghost event right there. That's a big spike. So now we want to see EMF 5, right? We'll grab dots. We're not really going to see dots because you, if it's a Goryo at least, because you need to use the video cam for that. Cleanse, Firelight. I think, I mean, we already know that it's fingies, right? So we don't really need the salt. I guess the writing book is better than a photo cam because we're not really going for perfect games anyway. Yeah, orb. We haven't checked for orb. That's a good one. Because once you, like, actually want... If you just want to survive... I'm not trying to be mean to the people that are just learning this game. Phasmo is so fucking easy if you just want to live. Like, if you just play on, like, the standard difficulties, and your only objective is to just get the ghost and survive, you can do this 100% of the time. Guaranteed. With, like, some basic skills. But... if you want to do some crazy stuff, or you just play for fun and you don't want to, like, min-max every time, and you don't want to, like play according to the same rule book every time, where you go into the map, you turn on the breaker, you turn on the lights, you check for the ghost room, you place the evidence items, you sit in the corner, you make sure you have a smudge stick. Also, I don't think it's here anymore. I think it changed ghost room again. It's in here. It's cold. 5 degrees. Now, this doesn't, not necessarily, I guess, 100% of the time, because, I mean, if you really go super safe and you take in crucifixes, as well as smudge sticks, but even then, right? It might have changed ghost room, or it might have never been in that room. That's my copium right now, anyway. You can still have, like, a crazy roaming, early hunting, aggressive ghost that's gonna, like, roam behind you. The main way that I die while I'm genuinely trying and not just memeing around with, like, a really hard challenge is when I have, oh, yikes, I'm sorry. When I have a roaming ghost that hunts from a direction that I'm not expecting in a, like, time frame that I'm not expecting as well. Like, if the ghost hunts early, it did fingerprints again. From, like, behind you, and you don't have a smudge, there's a pretty good chance that you die. But even then, you can still hop into a hiding spot and just pray. Like, is there oh, hello. Wait! No! We were so close, dude! We were so close to the... What the hell, dude? God damn it. Isn't this, like, almost all the evidence for Yurei? We just needed fucking freezing instead of the UV. God damn! Alright, well, this was easy. So this was supposed to be hard, but it wasn't. Like, this is not hard at all. And the reason is, I mean, this is just a good test. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to the people that would die on a challenge like this, but it's a good test for, can I figure out evidence in a, like, proper time frame? Because if you consistently struggle to find out all the evidence before the ghost hunts, this is, like, a good challenge to try out. Because that if you figure out what ghost it is before you reach 50% sanity, like I did right now, I didn't take any pills, and you could take pills, by the way, for the record, because there are pills. This challenge is basically free, because you don't even get to experience the downside of this challenge, which is that the ghost is really fast. And there you go, you get 5,000, we get a paramic upgrade. That was only 6 minutes right there, so yeah, let me know how this went for you. Let me know what you struggle with. Is sanity something you struggle with? I think personally, if I were to guess what people struggle with the most, it's, I think early, like if you're like a totally noob, like you just started playing, getting evidence is the big one, because you don't know how it looks like, you don't know how, what are you even looking for when it's dots or something, like it's not explained, you just have to, I mean, I guess if you do the tutorial, you can kind of see how it works a little bit, but then the main thing I think is just surviving hunts, like being able to go to the right place to hide, using smudge sticks properly, making sure that you have like an internal clock of what's my sanity at right now, like if it's low, I need to make sure that I'm ready for a hunt, and sometimes I see people that just get hunted and they're just like, ah, and then they run into a corner and they just like have their flashlight on and they get killed. So yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Instagram. Get the link in the description down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one. Bye bye.